I had just finished feeding the chickens when I heard the unmistakable sound of a bulldozer. Now, in most neighborhoods, heavy machinery isn't the kind of thing that slips by unnoticed. But I live on a 100-acre farm, and the nearest neighbor is supposed to be a mile down the road. So imagine my surprise when I walked to the edge of the cornfield and found a construction crew, orange vests gleaming, happily tearing up my soil. "Morning," one of them shouted over the engine. "We're putting in a runway." "A runway," I repeated, wondering if I had accidentally inhaled too much chicken feed dust. "Yes sir," the man replied. "Homeowners Association project, should be done in a week." Now, let me pause here. I don't have a homeowners association. Farms don't usually come with HOAs, but apparently, some enterprising suburbanites down the road had decided that their gated community was incomplete without a private airstrip, and rather than ask me, the actual landowner, they voted on it, passed a motion, and set the bulldozers loose. That was their first mistake. Their second mistake, doing it on the farm of the sitting director of the Federal Aviation Administration. I've spent 30 years of my life regulating airspace, certifying airports, and shutting down operations that don't follow the rules. You think you can just slap a landing strip through my cornrows without so much as an environmental impact assessment? Not on my watch. I let them work for a day. They carved up a nice dirt path, laid out cones, even talked about putting in lights. By the second day, the HOA president herself came strutting over in a golf cart, clipboard in hand, as if she owned the place. "Glad you're cooperating," she said, without bothering to introduce herself. "This runway is going to raise all our property values, is that so?" I asked. "Oh yes," she said. "We'll be able to bring in small jets, maybe even charter services." "It's progress," I smiled. The kind of smile my staff knows means I'm about to cite federal statute. "Ma'am," I said, "did you file a notice of proposed construction with the FAA?" She blinked. "The what?" "Did you conduct an airspace hazard analysis? Coordinate with local ATC? Acquire an airport operating certificate?" Her jaw tightened. "We don't need permission, it's our neighborhood project." That was their third mistake. By the end of the week, I had filed more paperwork than they'd ever imagined possible. Cease and desist orders, airspace closure notices, environmental violation reports, and the whole alphabet soup of federal authority. I even dispatched an inspector team to measure their runway. It turned out to be 15 feet too close to a wetland and smack in the middle of migratory bird territory.